Hey guys, it's your girl, the Realist RT, and I am back. And today's topic is you just can't help some people. Stay tuned. So, y'all, and I'm just being real. Sometimes people go through stuff because they too carnal minded. They are. And this is just from my personal experience, y'all. It's like the more educated a person can get in this world, the dumber they get spiritually. And I'm just being real. Everything has to have an explanation to them or fit into some type of category. You know what I'm saying? But when you working with God and you walking by the Spirit, God do things that don't make sense, okay? Because He is God. It's just like that person don't have any faith, because faith is the substance that is hoped for, of evidence of things that are not seen. Okay, so these are people that really, I think they just really lack faith. I really do. I mean, to a great extent, because it's like everything has to make sense. You know, uh, it's just crazy. But you see why I really see why people go through what they go through, because you can't tell them nothing. Like, they think they know everything. And y'all, let me tell you, I don't care how smart, how educated you get. I'm for real. You can be a doctor, lawyer, whoever. Always maintain a posture of being teachable. Always maintain a posture of being humble. I'm telling you, because God can't even. You know what? And I think that's why. When you look back in the Bible, it's like God always, He used like what you want to call it. It's like He go and scrape the bottom of the barrel to use people. I'm just telling you, that's how I felt like. Like He could have chose like this perfect person, this whatever type person, even back then. But it's like he liked to use the I guess the person that's least expected. You know what I mean? Because see, then He's gonna get the glory. He's gonna get the glory out of it, because you'll know it's no way but God. But God. But the I just find, y'all, the more educated people get, they think they know everything, y'all. You can't, when I tell you, you can't tell them nothing, and they be sitting up there struggling and going through, and you want to help them. And it's like you have the wisdom to help them. I'm telling you, to help them. But they just can't receive it, because that brain, that brain is already gone all the way over there in the left hand corner. I'm just telling you. And it's like you cannot tell them nothing. They think they know everything. But y'all, I'm just telling you, stop seeking after things of this world. Stop seeking knowledge in this world and start. I will run, run after knowledge and wisdom, spiritual knowledge and wisdom, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to be able to help you. That's what's going to help you. Not having so much knowledge in this world. It's good to have a good little balance, but it's so many people, y'all. They brilliant people and just dumb spiritually, like dumb. And I choose spiritual wisdom over worldly smarts, or whatever you want to call it, any day. And that's just being real. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I don't want to come across as sounding harsh or whatever, but I'm just being real for a minute with y'all. You know, um, it comes a time in everybody's life, you know, where eventually you have to get it. You have to get it. You can't just think that you're here to just do what you want to do. That's not the purpose of our lives. You know, there has to be that moment in everybody's life where you come to the realization that, you know, it's not everybody else. uh, it's me. You know, Lord, fix me. It's me. You know, it can't be everybody around me that's the issue. No, it's me. It's me. Lord, fix me. Help me. Renew my mind. Renew my thinking. You know, uproot all the filth that the world have put on me. Uproot the dysfunction in me that I grew up in. So I'm able to think clearly. So I'm able to see myself the way you see me. You know, if and this, I'm just telling y'all, if people never come to that point of stop blaming other people for their problems and accept that, hey, I'm an adult. You know, the decisions I make determines my outcome. I'm in the place that I'm in today because of the decisions that I made. It's not because I was molested as a child. It's not because I grew up without a mother or without a father. You know, it's not all those things that people could just blame. It's not because I grew up in poverty. You know, people like to, I mean, people love, y'all, they love to be the victim. They love to be the victim all day and all night long. But let me tell you this. This is what I want to say to the victim mindseted people. You better understand clearly that those excuses are not going to work with God. They're not going to work with God on the day of judgment, you know, because that's why he give us our own free will. He's not going to be able to accept, you know, that's why I decided to be a crackhead all my life, because, you know, I was molested as a child. So, I mean, really, that's sad when you think about it. It's really sad. But that don't have to determine your outcome. And this is another thing. People think that they the only one stuff have happened to. They not the only one. It's millions of people in the world stuff have happened to. But you have to be able to eventually look past that stuff and go on with your life. I'm for real, y'all. People just need to stop playing the victim. Like, eventually, you got to face the man in the mirror. You got to be able to look at yourself and realize it's not everybody else. It's not every situation and circumstance. It's the choices that you've made that have landed you in the position that you're in today. That's all I'm saying. And also realize life is not fair. Especially if you're a believer in Christ. Especially if you're a believer in Christ. Okay, you're going to be persecuted. You can count on all sorts of things happening to you and all sorts of people coming against you. That's part of it. Especially when you decide that you want to follow Christ. But I just say this, you know, the Lord said in his word, he said, if any man desire to follow me, you have to pick up your cross and follow him. Okay, you have to pick up your cross. You know, Christ didn't deserve to be crucified on the cross. That was unfair to him. That was unfair. He didn't deserve it. Okay, but he did it anyway. I'm just saying, y'all, you know, life is unfair. But guess what? You have to go through it anyway. You have to get past it anyway. Whatever it is, you have to get past it. You know, you can't just keep being a victim your whole life. You know, every time somebody talk to you, they got to hear how people have wronged you and this and that and the third. I'm just telling you, eventually, you have to get past it. You have to forgive people and move on with your life. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling you. Your mind have to be renewed. Fully renewed. And just to recap, for the ones who can't nobody tell you nothing, you know it all, full of pride. Let me tell you something. God resists the proud, and he gives grace to the humble. Okay? So, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Because let me tell you something. You don't want God to do it for you.